The initiation of your higher self has begun. It has begun in this month. And this month is going to write a destiny for your future. And how you operate, how you show up, how you choose, and what you choose will become what is coming for you. So, what I have for you is this powerful intuitive guidance that came through to me, and I want to share that with you so that this initiation of your higher self that has started, that is in alignment with everything that you've ever desired. But there are few caveats that you need to be aware of, that you need to be in alignment with, that you need to shed, that you need to become aware, so that you are not calling in something that is misaligned, that is not the right path, that is not guiding you towards the truth. And as you know me, I only follow the truth. I only follow the divine guidance. And what comes through from divine guidance, we have to be aware of the illusion that without embodying, we are going to receive. Without us rising into our truth, we are going to have. Because the purpose of you being here on this earth, on this planet, to be evolved in your best self, your best identity, your divine essence. That's the purpose of you. So when we wish from a place where we are not in alignment with our truth, our essence, it becomes impossible to receive it. But as this month has started, as we are moving into October, and since October 3rd till October 22nd, the energy is in alignment with your higher self. And this is why I say the initiation has begun. And now it is you that embodies that initiation to make it your reality. Because you are now the field of possibility, field of abundance, field of love, ease, peace. You are the field. What you are seeking, that is what you are. It is within your soul essence. It is within you. So knowing that you are open field right now to claim, to empower, to receive what you desire. But if you are open field, that means you can call in something that sabotages you. You can call in things that are not in alignment with your soul. You can call in that is not your truth. So this is why the embodiment, this is why the awareness, this is why the consciousness is a crucial part of you calling in the right thing and releasing what is not serving you, releasing and shedding what is not in alignment with you. You have been shrinking in the past. You have been putting yourself down. You have been playing small all your life to accommodate others, for people to do whatever they want to. But now it is your time to own you, own your truth, own your light, because doesn't matter who is around you, you have to choose you. Doesn't matter who they are, you must choose you. Because until you rise in you, until you choose you, people will keep shrinking you, people will keep making you small, people will keep invalidating your existence. But you are not here to please those who are invalidating your existence. You are here to rise in activating the frequency of your desires, activating the frequency of wealth, abundance, ease, freedom, and walking the path of your soul. That's what you are. That's who you are. And if you feel judged by others, and if you have the fear that others will judge me, then I want you to be aware that are you judging yourself? Every time we say somebody is going to judge me, it is not their judgment that we are afraid of. It is the judgment that we hold within ourselves. So the judgment or the shame that, oh, what people will think of me? What if people found out that who I am? What if people would not accept me for who I am? And all of that judgment and shame, that becomes the idea that keeps most people not owning and embodying their higher self. Because the truth is, the judgment that other people have, that is within themselves. So when somebody shames somebody else, they actually holding that judgment for themselves, but they are pointing fingers at you so that they feel comfortable about their limitation, so that they can convince their mind for their limitation. So it's never about you. But what we have to be aware of, are we judging ourselves? Are we the one who is shaming ourselves? Are we the one who is afraid of rising in our truth? And we are afraid of being in our divine essence, the divine feminine, the energy of femininity. All of that, are we afraid because we feel that we're not going to make more money, we're going to be judged, we're going to be shamed, we cannot speak because people may laugh? But actually, it is all our own judgment, because as soon as you embody your higher self, all that judgment collapses, because that is an illusion that we carry. And this is what I said earlier, that you are open field, but there's certain things that you have to be aware of, because if you are not aware of, you will put yourself and use your free will to move to a place that is not in alignment with you. Because ultimately, you are the one who's choosing. You can choose to remain where you are. You can choose to operate from an ego. You can choose to operate from your soul. You have the choice. You can choose to operate in fear, or you can choose to operate in faith. It is all our choice. And this is why God has given us free will to choose. None other species on the planet have free will apart from human being. As a human being, we have this ability to choose. And that ability to choose comes from God to show that He unconditionally loves us. This is why He has given us choice, because no other being have this gift of free will. And now that we have the free will and we choose suffering and we blame God. We choose pain and we blame God, that God is punishing. But actually, God is not punishing. We are the one who are making the choices in every single moment, whether we are moving ahead in our higher self or we are choosing the lower self. We are choosing the past self. And this month is the death of your past self. Because now you are in the frequency, the energy is open, the frequency is open, the field is open for you to play with. But what are you going to play with? Are you going to play with goodness, faith, love, abundance, freedom? Or are you going to choose places that are suffering, that are keeping you in attachment, that are priming your ego, that are making you feel like, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy yet, I must do everything before I can be ready? That's a trap. That is a trap. If you keep delaying, then you keep delaying. Because when we delay, we're not delaying our soul truth, but we are also delaying the blessings. We are also delaying being in the embodiment of our essence. And every time somebody comes to me and I have a conversation, and when they say, let me do all those things before I own myself, let me figure out all the outside, the circumstances, the challenge. Let me figure all of that out before I own my truth, before I own my higher self. What are they doing? They are not choosing them. They are choosing the limitation. They are choosing the circumstances. And every time we prioritize the circumstances, every time we pay attention to what we need to resolve in the outside, in the external, we are telling God, we are telling the universe, we are saying that I am not ready to be in my higher self. And the more focus we put on circumstances, more it expands. Because first it will be like, oh, let me just sort out this one thing and then I will. And what happens? Then there's something else comes up. And then something else comes up. And then something else comes up. And that loop keeps opening because the attention is there. The focus is there. And the energy is flowing in that direction. So I have to resolve everything before I can choose my higher self. And let me tell you, there is no better time because there is no perfect moment. The moment is the now. The moment you choose is the moment. That is your divine timing. The divine timing is your choice. And I want you to know the truth because this is how people get stuck and get trapped. That this is not the right time. I have to do this. I have to do that. I have to take care of this. I have to take care of that. You can do that, but be aware that this is just opening the loop for you to remain where you are, because the problem will keep compiling for you to keep resolving, because it is an internal pattern that I must resolve everything. And let me tell you, it doesn't matter how many things you resolve, there's an infinite problems that will show up for you to resolve. Because if somebody operates from I have to resolve, then they will be resolving everything. They have to resolve their family issues, they have to resolve their work issue, they have to resolve whatever certification they have to resolve the fact that they have to buy the house, they have to have the space, they have to do this, they have to do that. And that keeps accumulating, and that becomes the sabotaging pattern that they never choose themselves. They never come back to themselves because they feel this needs to be sorted, because they're thinking from the logic. They're not thinking from their higher mind. They are not thinking from their soul self. They are not choosing their higher self. The choice of the higher self can happen regardless of the situation. Regardless what is happening in the outside world, we must choose regardless. Because when we choose, we reprogram our subconscious. We reprogram the pattern, the belief, the everything that we are operating. We reprogram the survival mode that we are operating in. We kind of shift. They're like, no, I must listen. I must follow. I must move. I must move because this is the priority. Because when we shift the frequency to own our truth and move into embodiment of our higher self, everything in the outside resolves itself. It does not need you to resolve anything, because God is the one who resolves things for you. If you believe that to be true, if you feel that you have to figure everything out, then yes, you have to figure everything out because you are choosing to believe that to be your truth. But ultimately, when we give all our responsibility, all our burden in God's light and divine light, that it's not my responsibility, God can resolve it for me, I must move into my higher self, then God will resolve it for you. And if I tell you right now, 99% of the time, I have nothing to worry about. I have nothing to worry about. I move in peace. Any problem that comes in, it gets resolved automatically. Either somebody else resolve it for me or somebody else shows up and that problem goes away. So ultimately, I am in a state of being that I am in a flow state most of the time because I no longer in attachment to fixing, resolving, or figuring out. I don't need to figure anything out. God figures it out. God resolves it. God makes my life so peaceful that I have nothing to worry about. And that is the state of being that we want to be in. I'm not saying that I am enlightened and I am this or that. I'm just letting you know that even if the problem does arise, it gets resolved very quickly. And it's because I am no longer in attachment or in control of everything that happens, because I no longer believe that I have to resolve anything. And this is why the life has become so peaceful, and I'm so grateful to be in this state of being where I have nothing to worry about. I have nothing to worry about, and I operate from that state of being. And when we operate from that state of being, we calm ourselves and we receive more abundance. We are open for insight. We are open for intuition. We are open for wealth, and we are open for peace, and we are open to allow the flow in the universe and the frequency to guide us where we need to go. And we start following the guidance. And that is the how you are. This is why I say the field is open for you to play with. And the more you choose you rather than choose your circumstances, rather than the suffering, rather than what is happening on the outside, the more you will embody your higher self, more you will operate in the truth of light, more you will operate in your divine essence, and everything else will resolve itself. So, if you are ready to really go deeper into healing everything that is in the way so that you operate from your highest wealth frequency and walk the path of your purpose with peace, with freedom, with abundance, then you can click the link below to apply for my mentoring and be part of Divine Family, where it is not just a space, but it is a portal, it is activation, it is embodiment. When you start embodying and activating in the highest frequency, everything collapses. There's nothing that needs to be figured out. The love, the abundance, the freedom, it all flows to you because you are no longer in attachment with pain or fear. So if you want to be part of it, click the link below to apply for my mentoring. Other than that, like this video if you like this video and subscribe to my channel. And may the light in me reaches the light in you.